Is it time to quit doing nails? You've tried everything. You keep hitting walls. You feel like you're done. We're going to talk about this right now on the Biz Talk. I'll tell you. What?
I just feel like we're both going to say the same thing.
We might come close, but I'll tell you what we almost quit on was this plant, but we didn't quit on the plant. And some of you out there, I know you noticed the plant. You've
very
commented.
Concerned.
Yes. This is the same plant.
I was going to replace it.
I know, but it was saved.
It was saved.
Just all it needed magically. It's amazing. This you can get it almost any store. It's called water.
Water.
Yeah.
And sun.
And sun, a little bit of sunlight. So
Yeah.
not to
It's a
worry.
miracle.
The poor thing just it looks really good though.
Yeah.
I got to say.
It didn't take much. It's all, I don't ask for much.
It's a good, you know what's weird? I never thought I could be kind of attached to a plant.
Are you
But
attached to this?
I'm a little attached to the plant.
Really?
It's closer to me than it is to you. It likes me more.
I'm the one that got it to look like that.
It doesn't know that. It thinks that I did it. And so I'm going to take
You know
credit
what?
where credit's
Oh
not
my
due.
God. You sound like my husband. I swear. I have this huge plant. I think you've seen it in the house.
Yes.
That one that goes way out there. He literally talks to it because he's the one that waters it and takes care of it. I bought it. But he talks to it and says, I don't know why she hates you. She doesn't give you any water. She doesn't give you sun. It talks to the plant. Talks crap about me to the plant.
My point is made.
And apparently the plant likes it because it's really flourishing.
Yeah. My point is made. So I'm going to take credit for this one. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready to quit.
Yeah. I get it. I'm ready to quit for quite some time. We had this whole episode came to be because we have somebody that was DMing Tracey and is really struggling. Okay. And has taken, what was the deal?
She's taken her practical test 4 times.
4 times. And she's failed it each time. Okay.
And my heart goes out to her because honestly, her nails are really,
they're good.
They're really nice.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is it? She's like, I just completely forget everything.
Yeah. So this is a nice, that's sort of one story,
Yeah.
right? But what is the truth of the matter? I think there are a lot of nail professionals struggling, really struggling in this industry. And so there's so many things to talk about here. The first thing I just want to lay down real quick, like right here on the table next to the plant, is this industry is one of the most difficult, and I've said this a gazillion times, but I'm going to say it again because it's very important. This industry is one of the most challenging, most difficult industries in the world. Okay. And look, I was on the road to be a doctor. I was studying in college. My degree is in the sciences, bachelor's, right? I did a master's program. I was in this really intense. It's not as hard as the nail industry. And I'm dead serious. And I don't care what anybody says.
I just had a visual of going to the doctor and him walking in.
Oh my God.
Let's just walk out.
He just 180. Let me explain why. Okay. So, and this is so that anybody that's struggling, for you not to feel like, oh my God, look, it's hard. And I'm going to tell you why it's hard. It's hard because you're not just learning to do freaking nails. The majority of people have to, like, the communication skills, you have to develop those if they're not naturally there. How to talk. You have to understand how to run a business. Oh my God.
Yeah.
For most that are going into booth rental, you are a business owner now. It is like to balance, I got to do nails, I got to balance my clientele, I got to balance my books, my inventory, my purchasing, I got to do my own marketing, my own sales. That is insanely difficult.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
And I think the beauty industry is very interesting in the fact that whatever job you get out there, doctor, nurse, my husband's a drafter, like there is training that goes along hand in hand all the way up. You're not just like, oh, you're a nurse now. Oh, the nursing school not really teach you anything,
right?
But now you're a nurse and you're expected to do it well.
Right.
That is the beauty industry. Training is very hard. If you're a school that does train your students, bless you.
Great job.
Great job.
Right.
Most schools don't. And this is your expectation when you pay to go to a school, that you're going to be trained to do what they said they're going to teach you.
Right.
But you're not. And then you come out and now you are expected to know what you're doing. There is no hand-in-hand training, on-the-job training.
That's right. You get zero of that.
Yep.
And
you are now an expert in a field that you have nothing to do with yet.
Correct. And let's start here. Okay. Actually doing acrylic or gel, even nail polish is hard. Mm-hmm. It is difficult. Like, I've tried it so many times and I sit there and go, I don't like, this is Tracy and Greg's area, man. I ain't touching this. It is so difficult to be able to just technically create that work. It's art.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you have to do it within a certain time eventually, you know, as you get better and better. So that in itself is extremely challenging. But then there's the part two, Trace. Like, you're running a business on top of it.
Yeah. So it's everything you're supposed to do well out of the gate.
Out of the gate.
Yeah. Be fast at it. Do it well.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. Go. No lifting, no issues, no chipping, no problems. And then
you have a client in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Go. I like it. Let's keep doing that. Go.
I like it, actually.
I like it too.
It's going to be our new thing.
It's our new thing. Go. Now you've got me on it. I'm going to save this whole episode.
Go away.
So, look, if you are in that, like this woman that was DMing you, Tracy.
Yeah.
If you're in that space, the number one thing is to first, like, that's why we're talking about this, is you need to, like, come to the realization this is a really difficult, challenging industry, okay? And I'm so glad that you're in it and that you've chosen this career, but this shit is hard. Yeah. Like, there's no two ways about it, okay? It's really hard. So give yourself a little bit of a break, number one. Mm-hmm. Like, chill, okay? So what, you haven't built a full clientele in like 2-3 years or whatever it is, and some people do it, some people don't. Everybody is different. Everybody has their own like path to success in the nail industry. You've got to look at yourself, and first of all, you got to give yourself a little bit of a break. Stop being so freaking hard on yourself. You know, in this woman's case, it's this test that's holding her up. Okay, fine. It's the damn test that's holding you up. Just like, you need to probably practice some like relaxation, breathe, you know, some simple little things that's going to, it's going to help you, but for everybody, it's going to be a little bit different.
I think the number one thing we forget, I think I've talked about this in doing videos before, is giving ourselves permission to fail.
Yes.
We, you know, and we're so hard on ourselves where everybody else is encouraging, and we just like beat ourselves up. And for her, I'm just like, please don't give up.
Do not
give up. I'm making it a mission to make sure that she passes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what we have to do. I've FaceTime with her. I will put her under pressure like it's practical, whatever it is. But don't give up. It's an amazing career.
It is.
It's just, there is struggles, and you are going to fail.
Yeah.
It's part of it.
It's like, I think that's another part that maybe a lot of people don't understand. It's so funny, Tracy. This weekend I was working, I was sitting with my daughter, okay, and we were doing origami, some complex shit.
I saw her like in front of the TV.
Yeah, she's really into it. Now I'm doing it with her, right? Dude, she got so frustrated and pissed at this one she couldn't do, and she like stormed off and brought her back to the table. But this is literally what I was telling her, and this is what I tell myself, and I would tell anybody struggling with anything, is like, okay, so you didn't get it. Did you die? And she's like, no.
Reminds me of that movie, but did you die?
It's like, okay, no. So what? You got to do it again. Like, you just do it again. And it's a numbers game. And I know that sounds so simple. You know, I'm telling that story with just a little incident I had with my kid. But the bottom line is, it really is that simple. And yes, you're supposed to struggle. Yes, you're supposed to, you know, eat dirt quite a bit. That's how you learn, you know. You fail and you fail and you freaking fail some more. And then through that process, you start to figure things out.
Number one thing, walking, any of that.
How many times, dude?
How many times did you eat dirt? And you got up.
A gazillion.
And you got up.
Yeah.
And you got up.
Yep.
You didn't just lay there and say, nope, never walking again.
Yep. Well, it's like living proof, right? It's like those are the stages that, you know, if you're fortunate, you go through,
right.
You know, and in the case of a business, it is the same exact thing. Before you can run in your business, you got to walk. Before you can walk, you got to crawl. All those analogies, you know what I mean? They're all correct. And again, these are things that we went through as an organization. Today, I pulled up, you know, I was driving in, had my music blaring on 80, extremely loud.
Hear him coming from the freeway.
Oh my God, it's so loud. And I was pulling in and I just had this thought. I was like, my gosh, how long it has taken us so long to get to this point where we're really starting to, like, you know, our inventory management is getting better.
Right.
Our execution is getting better operationally. Our marketing has completely changed over the last 3.5 years, you know, so like in a massive way. How we're communicating to our customer services, everything is like firing on all cylinders right now.
Right.
But how long has that taken? And how many slaps and punches in the face, in the gut, and kicked on the ground, like literally, that we had to deal with.
Right.
You know?
A lot.
So much.
And you know what? As long as you learn from it. And that's
the big thing.
That's the big thing. That's what I was asking her. Did they give you notes? Because they usually give you a point system do you have the point system? Let's walk through it. What have we learned from the other 4 times?
Yeah.
Where it gets you caught up. This is what we're going to focus on.
Yeah.
As long as you're learning as you go and not just making, oh, I fell down because I tripped over that rock. I'm going to go trip over that rock again. And again. And again. And like, I keep forgetting the rock's there. Yeah. As long as we're like, oh, there's the rock.
Yeah. And then if you trip over a piece of wood up ahead, fine. Now you know the piece of wood. Like, that's okay.
There's a new something to trip over.
Right.
But you adjust and you adjust.
That is, I think that's the biggest problem that so many people have, honestly, is they keep repeating the same mistakes over and over again. And it's really hard to kind of pull yourself out of a situation and say, I'm going to be real with myself and I'm going to look at this objectively and what am I doing wrong? You know, it's not like it's their fault or their fault. Like, you have to look at
what
yourself.
What did I do wrong? Yeah, that's a hard one. That's a hard one. And sometimes it's not your fault, but what are you going to do about it?
Right.
How do you make it better? Because they're not going to make it better.
That's
How
right.
are you going to make it better?
That's exactly right. So, like, here's the bottom line. The nail journey is tough. The nail journey, there's just no way around it. It's going to be very difficult because you're combining so many different things in one, not just doing nails, not just art, not just the creative side, but you have to have the other side too. You got to be a business person at the same time. So give yourself a little bit of a break, be patient. Everybody's timeline is different, but most importantly, and this is like Tracey really said it is, and it's really overused. You know, you have to learn from our mistakes, and like everybody says that,
right.
But it is the one thing that most people don't actually do. When they make a real mistake, they don't own it or take responsibility and then look for ways to truly improve. You know, it is the only way that you're going to have success in the nail in any industry really, but especially in the nail industry. Yeah. You've got to be able to look at that.
Don't give up.
Yeah. Thank you. Another one. Keep going. Don't give up. Go watch some of the episodes with my mom. Go. watch the episodes with my mom.
Yes,
she's so good.
Yeah.
She's
Then come back to us and tell us you're going to quit.
Dude, go watch some of the episodes with my mom and just listen to them. It's very inspiring. She's an incredible human being, incredible woman. I think it will help. Let us know in the comments below your take. Tell us some of your stories on overcoming these challenges and becoming a nail pro. We really want to hear it. I think it's going to help so many people. It's going to inspire so many people to keep going. Tracey, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. See you next time on Biz Talk.